So just to start with, just to kind of point out that the Health Careers website is basically, it's the place to go for anyone who wants to find out more about careers in the NHS. So it's a bit of a one-stop shop, lots and lots of information on the website and lots of different tools that you can use as well. So whether you are someone who's at school or college at the moment, or perhaps you're about to graduate from a degree, or you might be a career switcher, or someone wanting to return to the NHS, or a careers advisor or teacher, then there really is, there's something for you on this website and all sorts of information to dig into. So what we're going to do is I'm just going to move away from the slides in a minute, and we're going to go onto the live website, and I'm just going to kind of walk you through the website really and show you where you can find all the different bits of information and resources that you might be looking for. So we obviously won't have time to go through absolutely every single page of the website. There are lots and lots of them, but I will have time to show you the main bits of resources on here, and also we'll be here to answer your questions. So please do get your questions into the comments box on this event. If we run out of time today and don't get round to your questions, don't worry, because we do have our Health Careers Contact Centre, which is there for you 5 days a week, and you can either call them or email them or complete the Contact Us form on the website, which I will be showing you shortly. The email address to get in touch with them is on the slide now. It's advice@healthcareers.nhs.uk. And you can also call them on 0345 6060 655. Okay, so I'm just going to move us away from the presentation a second and just take you over to the website. So hopefully you can all see that now. So this is the home page of the Health Careers website, and what we want to do with this website really is we want to really inspire people to think about a career in the NHS and to get a taste for many of the different roles that there are in the NHS. And then once you're inspired, then we want to be able to give you that information that you need to take your next step, whatever that next step may be, whether it's applying for a course, applying for an apprenticeship, applying for a job, or just simply to find out more information about something. It is an England-wide website. So if you are watching from one of the other home nations, such as Scotland, Wales, Northern Ireland, you will still find some information that's relevant to you, but you really need to get in touch with the local provision in your country for that really the accurate information and relevant information for where you live. Okay, so the first thing to mention is that you can register with the Health Careers website to have an account with us. And what that will do, it will mean for a start that some of this information, some of these sections that appear on the home page here will be individualised to you, tailored towards the interests that you've expressed when you register. The other thing that will happen if you register for an account with the Health Careers website is that you will be able to complete a second stage of the careers quiz, and I'll talk you through that in a bit, but just wanted to sort of let you know about the benefits of registering. And you'll also receive emailed information again about the particular professions that you are interested in. So it's very, very easy to register for an account. You click on the register button up here, and then there is just a very short registration form. So you create a username, put your first name and surname in, say whether you're at school or college, or that you're working but not in a health related role. You select the one appropriate for you, an email address, create a password, and then you select your career areas of interest here. And you can tick as many of those as you want to. And then you can sign up to our mailing list, and agree to the terms and conditions, and then create a new account, and that is it. Once you have done that registration form, you will receive an email in order for you to activate your account. Occasionally these go into people's spam or junk boxes. So if you do register and don't receive an activation email, then do check the spam to make sure that it hasn't gone in there. Once you've received that activation email, then you can complete the process. So that's registration. If at any point on the website you want to go back to the home page, you just click on the NHS logo up in the top left hand corner there. So what I'm going to do now is just walk you through. I'm going to go from left to right on this top navigation menu and just show you some of the bits that are available on the website. So we've got the working in health section to begin with, and this has got some sort of generic information about working in the NHS. So for example, if you want to find out about pay and benefits, then this is the page where you'll find information about that with further links through there. If you are someone who's wanting to come from overseas, then again, if you click on overseas health professionals here, then there's a page of information here, and again links out to the UK Visas and Immigration department, and you can also find more specific information. So say for example you're an overseas nurse who wants to come and work in the UK, then if you click there, that takes you through to a page of information for overseas nurses. So as I say, lots of generic sort of information in there. There's an FAQ on working in health, so you can expand these boxes here to find out more. And just as I say, I haven't got time to go through absolutely everything here, but this is just to give you an idea of what you can find on the website. Okay, so then we've got the careers quiz. This is a really popular area of the website. So if you're joining us and you think that you might be interested in a role in the NHS, but you're just not quite sure which role might suit you best, then this is a really good way to find out some of the roles that really fit your skills and your interests. So it takes about 5 minutes to complete. You click Get Started. You then click either which qualification level you already have or the qualification level that you hope to achieve in the future. So say for example you've got some A-levels and you don't plan at the moment to do any further study, so you would select that one and then Next. And then you basically just work your way through responding to these different statements from dislike very much to like very much. So I'll just show you how it works. So no thanks, I don't want to work outdoors. Yep, quite like working in an office. Using your hands in a skillful way. Doesn't matter. Doing practical work. Yep, very much like. And you just work your way through like that. And once you've completed those first 50 questions, the tool will bring up some roles that fit your skills and interests, and then you can click through to find out more about those. Now, I mentioned earlier that if you've registered for an account with us, you then can unlock a second section of this quiz. So after these first 50 questions, you get some suggested roles. But if you want to then get some even more refined ideas, then if you've registered with us, once you're logged in, you can then complete that second set of questions. Okay, so that's the careers quiz. Then we've got the Explore Roles section, and this is where you'll find the 350 plus roles within the NHS listed underneath different categories. So for example, we've got the allied health professions, and you can see the various roles there. And so if you wanted to find out about, for example, being a podiatrist, you'd select this one, and this brings up what's called a role page, so a page of information that is purely about the particular role that you're interested in this case, podiatrist. So you can see there's a short video here of someone talking about what it's like to be a podiatrist, so that really brings it to life, people kind of who are doing the job, and can give you a bit more insight. It'll talk then about working life, entry requirements. There's a little bit of information here about funding you'll receive if you're studying podiatry, bit of information about apprenticeships, and if you see this capital A symbol here with the sort of steps logo, that is the apprenticeships logo. So when you see that logo around the website, that means that there is an apprenticeship available in that particular role. So it goes then through must-have skills, training and career development, pay and benefits. And then what we've got on many of the role pages is a small selection of some of the live vacancies that are currently advertised on the NHS Jobs website. So you can see actually there's an apprenticeship in podiatry being advertised there. So if we were to click on that now, that takes us through then to NHS Jobs and to that particular vacancy, and you can apply for it there. What we've also got on this page, it's not on every page, but we've also got a list of the courses that are available to study podiatry, so that all the information is there on one page. But I will show you some more information about courses in a bit. Okay, so under Explore Roles, the other thing you can do is compare roles. So if you've got a few different roles in mind that you're quite interested in and you just want to see them lined up side by side. So let's take podiatrist again. You click podiatrist, add, and then I'm also interested in being an occupational therapist. So I'm going to select that and add that. And then I could add one more if I wanted to, but I'll just show you what it looks like. You then can compare the roles side by side with the different elements of information, so for example training and qualifications, etc. So that's quite a useful feature if you want to kind of look at some different roles side by side to help you come to a decision. So lots of information under under Explore Roles. As you can see, all the different groupings of staff from management, pharmacy, the psychological professions, and all the others. So lots and lots of information for you to have a look through after this session today. Okay, then let's move on to the Career Planning tab. So under Career Planning, I just want to highlight a couple of bits for you here. So we have got the Course Finder, again a popular area of the website here. So if you're looking for a course, say you want to be a mental health nurse, for example, you use these filter drop-down boxes to find the courses that lead to professional registration as one of these healthcare professionals. So mental health nursing, I don't mind where it is in the country, and I want to do an undergraduate degree. I don't mind whether it's full or part-time, so then I would click search, and that is telling me that there are 88 different courses that would enable me to become a mental health nurse. And this is UK-wide, actually, this bit of the website. So then, because I want to find out about the entry requirements for that particular course, I can then click through to the university's website, and I can then find out more about that course and find out what the entry requirements are, etc. So again, a really useful function on the website if you're looking for particular courses. So you could also say I already had a degree and I wanted to do a postgraduate course to become a mental health nurse, then that will bring up the 43 different matches there are for a postgraduate mental health course. So again, we haven't got time, unfortunately, to go through all the different options today, but do have a look on the website when you've got time. So also underneath Career Planning, you can find out, for example, about financial support. So if you look under Study and Training and then University, and then I can find out about financial support at university. So there's a page of information here. One thing to mention is if, because I realise some of these pages you do have to sort of click through a couple of times to find what you want, but we do also have the search function here. So for example, if I couldn't remember where financial support was on the website, I could use the search function and click through then to the right page by using the search. Okay, so what else have we got under Career Planning? The other thing we've got actually is information about apprenticeships. So a whole page of information, a bit of an interview there with someone who's doing an apprenticeship, and yeah, more information, the types of apprenticeships you can do within the NHS, the different entry requirements, the different levels of apprenticeships as well, so you can find all of that there. Okay, so just going to move on then to the We Are the NHS tab. So this is linked to the recruitment campaign that is ongoing. You may have seen adverts on the television or posters around called We Are the NHS. And there are three sort of areas of work that are being highlighted by the campaign. So for these three areas, you can fill out a really short registration form to receive very specific information about these careers. So for example, under nursing careers, if you want to register your interest, again, a really short form here, so first name, surname, email address, and then kind of what you're currently up to, and then you can register then for your guide to studying nursing or getting into nursing. So if you if you're interested in the allied health professions, you can do the same here. Start your journey, really quick registration form, and the same for healthcare support workers. So some really specific targeted information there that you can access. Okay, and then we've got the Contact Us page here. So if I highlighted that there's the phone number and the email address, but you can also complete this web form, and then your query will go through to the Health Careers Contact Centre, and they will get back to you. So you can put your name, email address, again your current kind of status, and then the careers of interest. And if you've got a specific query, and it's always helpful if you can try and be quite specific with what you're asking, then put that in there and submit that, and that goes through to the Health Careers Contact Centre. So a really useful form there. Okay, so that's the top navigation. Now I just want to show you what we've got down at the bottom here. So we have got some quite a selection of videos. So this takes you through to our YouTube channel, and you can see we've got several videos. So for example, someone talking about life as an orthotist, physio, nurse, therapeutic radiographer, etc. So lots and lots of really helpful videos. None of them are particularly long, but they just give you that kind of snapshot and flavour from people who are actually doing the roles. So it really brings it to life more than just words on a page. So those are the videos. Then we've got a link here through to the real life stories. So if you wanted to read here about being a physio, this is David, and he just tells us more about how he got into the role and what he does on a day-by-day basis. Best bits and challenges as well, because it's really important to understand those. Now you'll also see, perhaps from this menu on the side here, that the real life stories appear underneath the Explore Roles section. So if we go back to allied health professionals, roles, and the podiatrist, I forgot to show you this earlier, you will see that there is also a page of information there on entry requirements and training, and there are also a couple of real life stories. So you'll find those under many of the role pages, and you can read more about people who are actually doing the job. Okay, so back to the bottom half of the website here. We've also got a resources tab, so you can have a look in our bank of resources. You can search by a particular resource type, whether that's an infographic that you're looking for or a poster, for example, and particular professions, and then click apply, and that will bring up the different resources in those categories. And then we've also, if we've got any teachers or careers advisors joining us today, if you click here, that takes you through to a section where there's a whole range of career and teaching resources, lesson plans, information about our schools competitions, and all sorts of other bits and pieces. So do have a good look through there. The other really important bit of information that's on the home page down at the bottom here is the information about the NHS Constitution. This is really important because this is where you'll find out more about the values and behaviours that are very important if you want to work in the NHS. So when you click on there, it takes you through to this page of information, and it gives you there the 6 values from the NHS Constitution that are very important for you to be able to evidence. So all that information is there as well. Okay, so I think I've covered everything that I wanted to in terms of sort of highlighting certain bits and pieces on the website. If you've got any questions, then please do put them in. It doesn't look like there are at the minute, but we'll just give it another couple of minutes to see if anyone has got any questions. It doesn't matter if your question isn't specifically about the Health Careers website. Don't worry. If you've got a question about, perhaps getting into the NHS, then feel free to ask that now as well. But yeah, really just to recap then, so you've got your working in health section, which is the sort of generic information, the careers quiz, really good tool for you to use if you're not quite sure what you want to do, or if you've got a plan A and you want to come up with a plan B. Then the explore roles section, where you can compare the roles and also look up information about specific roles. Read the real life stories, see what the training and development opportunities are, the entry requirements, etc. The career planning tab with the course finder function, information about finances, information about apprenticeships. The We Are the NHS tab, so those specific career groupings there where you can sign up for further information, and the Contact Us form. And you'll see that these many of those are repeated in these what are called tiles of either pictures or colour on the home page here. And then, as I said, down at the bottom, a link through to the videos on the YouTube channel, the real life stories, some resources, the Teachers and Careers Advisors section, and also the information on the NHS Constitution. Okay, so I can see we've got a question from Sonia. Thanks for your question, Sonia. So what starting age do you accept in the NHS? Okay, so it really depends on the type of role, Sonia. So there would be some apprenticeships that could be open to people after GCSEs, but there wouldn't be a huge number, but there are some opportunities. There are also some NHS trusts do offer what are called sort of nurse cadet schemes. But those are they're not everywhere across the country. They're very specific to certain NHS trusts. But there are some opportunities to join, as I say, post GCSE, so at 16. For many more of the clinical roles, though, usually people do need to be that little bit older, sort of 18, just due to the nature of the role. So if your daughter's interested in midwifery, it depends what stage she's at the minute, Sonia, but if either she could do the undergraduate degree at university, which would be a 3-year degree, and she would need level 3 qualifications to get into that course. So that would mean either A levels or a BTEC, for example, or an access to health course, and then she could do her degree at university. Or if she's interested in the apprenticeship route, because we do have degree level apprenticeships in midwifery now, there aren't many of them at the minute, but we do anticipate there will be more, then she could look out for a job as a maternity support worker and get some experience as a maternity support worker, and then potentially she could be supported to gain a level 3 apprenticeship as a senior healthcare support worker, and then do the degree level apprenticeship. So okay, so I can see you've just put in there, so she's 16, just left school, so 17 in September. So yeah, if she's what she might want to look into is to going to college and doing, for example, a BTEC in health and social care, or A levels perhaps, and then progressing through, as I just mentioned. Or she could see perhaps if there are any sort of cadet schemes close to where you live, and you would find those on the NHS Jobs website, so that's jobs.nhs.uk. Or you could get in touch with your local NHS trust, try and give them a call, try and get in touch with either the apprenticeship lead or their training and development department, and see what options they might have. Because each NHS organisation has slightly different sort of opportunities available, so might be worth getting in touch with your local NHS trust and see what they've got on offer. But certainly there are a couple of options there, either going via the sort of university route or going via an apprenticeship route. Might be an option for her. So yeah, best of luck to her, Sonia. I hope she achieves what she wants to achieve. Thank you for your question. Okay, any other questions then before we close? Oh, she's interested in health and social care, also psychology. So Sonia, if she is there are lots and lots of options in the psychological professions if you're talking about a future role for her, so have a look on the website underneath the psychological professions section in explore roles. but a health and social care qualification at level 3 would stand her in really good stead then for potentially moving on to a degree level qualification as a midwife, if that's the route she wants to head down. So have a look at that. Okay, so we've got another question here from Sobia. Thank you. So you're interested in working for the NHS, but you don't have Maths and English GCSE at C or above and no work history. Okay, so Sobia, there still could be opportunities for you because what we are seeing many NHS employers doing is, if you've got the right values and behaviours, and that's why that information about the NHS Constitution is really, really important. So if you're the right sort of person for the job, it doesn't necessarily matter that you don't have your Maths and English qualifications, because sometimes you could achieve, if you wanted to get in a role, I don't know whether you're interested in a sort of hands-on patient caring role or a more of an administration role, but you can quite often get a role, for example, as a healthcare support worker, and you can be supported to gain your Maths and English while you're doing your job. So please don't worry that you haven't got those, because there will be a way through. So get yourself onto NHS Jobs. You can register with NHS Jobs as well, and you can then sign up for email alerts so that you receive an email when a job matching your criteria is advertised. And then you will, when you see a vacancy you're interested in, there'll be a named contact. So you can get in touch with them and you can speak to them about your situation and see whether there is still an option for you to apply. But as I said, we do see these jobs advertised where you'll be supported to gain what's called your level 2 functional skills in Maths and English, which is an equivalent to GCSE Maths and English passes. So we wish you all the very best of luck, Sobia, and as I said, really do have a look at those values from the NHS Constitution, because when you apply for a job, it's really important that you are able to talk about how you live and demonstrate those NHS values. Okay, so yeah, good luck with that. Okay, it doesn't look like there are any more questions at the minute, and it's a couple of minutes before the end time anyway, so thank you so much for joining us. We hope that you find this helpful, and we wish you all the very best in the future. And as I said, please do remember, and I'll just put the information up for you, that we do have the Health Careers Contact Centre, so the details are on the slide that I've just put up there now, so you can get in touch with them either by emailing or calling, or by completing that the Contact Us form on the Health Careers website. So thank you for joining us and have a good rest of the day.